jb4 or accessport. So I have both here. So I have this is brand new and not installed, and this is on the car now. So I have to add a fuel right with the jb4, but I had to take mods off the car to get it right. So I had a ETS intake on there that would not, the air to fuel would not get out of the 14s up top with that. So I removed it and put the stock intake back on with a charcoal delete. So I bought these. Well, I bought the Cobb, right? Because I was sick of logging and changing and adjusting and messing with fuel bias and not being sure and what feels better and the whole deal, right? So I said, screw this. I'm gonna buy the accessport and get a Pro Tune, you know? And I'll put my intake back on. I also have a J-pipe and a turbo back exhaust. So now I have all these mods that I put on the car, 22 WRX, that now I had to take one off. Now I have the turbo back system. So I was under the impression that I would be able to get the car tuned, and then I can't. So this Cobb accessport comes with a stage 1 tune, that's it, that's all you could do. And it says 30 to 60 days. So let's see. So I called the Subaru Pro Tuner, and what he said was he hears that the Pro Tunes are not actually going to be Pro Tunes. Now, this is all, he's not positive, but this is through the grapevine that a real tune, like a Pro Tune from 2020 or 2019, does not meet the requirements of the California, whatever it is, emissions, what is it called? I'm not sure what it's called, but he says a real tune does not meet those standards. And so I said, really? He says, this is what I'm hearing. So I'm like, am I even gonna be able to use this? So I was gonna install the stage 1, but the stage 1 technically is not meant, it's meant for a stock car. It's not meant for a full J-pipe and turbo back. But I heard other people have done it, and I don't know personally any other people that have done it, but I heard other people have done it. So then I decided I would call Cobb. So I called Cobb and I said, I heard that I will not be able to do a custom tune, that it'll be off the shelf with different mods available as pre-programmed. And she said, absolutely not. That's absolutely false. So, and at the end of the conversation, the girl at Cobb told me, I said, well, okay, so I'll definitely be able to do this. She said, well, nothing's in stone yet. I said, hold on. So we started the conversation that what I heard was 100% false about not being able to get a custom tune out of this $800 accessport. And we ended the conversation that we started the conversation that I'll absolutely be able to get a custom tune, that what I heard was 100% false. And we ended the conversation with her telling me that nothing is in stone because the software isn't even out yet. I'm like, so we started with absolutely be able to, everything I heard was false, to nothing's in stone. So here I have this accessport that I can't even get a custom tune with, that's really not set up to do what I have here. There's Popcorn, my old girl. What I have here on my beautiful 22 WRX. downside to the mud flaps, they catch rocks in here. They catch rocks in here. Just get them out. But I like the mud flaps, the rally armor. I got the blue tips, muffled, resonated, turbo back, ETS J pipe. But so today, and I have messed around with the jb4 a shitload. Shout out to Dylan VBWRX helped me. But every time I go to Burger, like on my map 6, my boost would go way up. I got the dark matter X mount. So here's the jb4 here. Got my wire running right through by the brake. Anyway, 800 miles today on the car. But look at that. Oh God, look at that shine off that ceramic coat, man. Bam. Clean, 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 clean. So, love the car, but I want, which I'll show you in a minute, right? I want my intake on with my full exhaust, right? So here's an intake, right? ETS intake on a box. Not on the car. No good. So, I call ETS. I tell ETS that intake's pulling too much air for the jb4. Oh, Cobb's coming out with the access port. That's what you'll need. Get the access port. Tuners say, can't do nothing with it yet. Let's wait. Call Cobb. Cobb says nothing's in stone. So what is it? I guess it's just a waiting game. So right now, stock intake, turbo back, jb4, map 5 with some adjustments in map 6 with fuel. And I have a really good air to fuel with, I have 11.5s from like 5,300 on and 12 before that. I have a nice, today it was 28 degrees this morning. I had about 16.5 pounds of boost. But if you look on my graph, the boost was really, compared to my map 6, the boost peaked out and then dropped off. So with the map 5, I'm coming boost flatline all the way across just about. Just at the end, it drops off a little bit. So the boost is, I wonder if I emailed that to myself, I could show you guys. But anyway, it looks really good. Maybe I could email that to myself. But yeah, so that's my whole story.